Hi, everybody. This is day 24 on our 31 Days of Horror with me and Mac. Today's theme, period horror. So, there's a lot of vintage horror, a lot of stuff set in the past. I mean, at this stage, it's funny to me because I think I even joked with you when we first read that. I'm like, you know, the 80s slashes are all period pieces.
Yeah.
70s
horror.
Yeah, 60s, like how far old do you have to be to be a period piece? But with that said, that's splitting hairs and not what I want to get into here. So I definitely went with a movie set in the past, in oldie times, as they say. And so I went with, again, one of the best horror films made recently, and I know I've said that a lot this month. But I went with The Witch from 2015.
Oh, yeah. Really good. Yep.
I mean, it's...
Like Philip?
Yeah. I mean, like, Anna Taylor-Joy is it's the movie that, like, showed how amazing she is to the world. Some of the best child actors in history. Both Anna Taylor-Joy, she was like 21 when it came out, so like child isn't really applicable here.
But no, she can really pass off as really
100%. If you had told me she was 15, I would have believed you. Her little brother's great. The twins were acceptable for what they needed to do. Black Phillip was amazing, but he's a goat. I'm not going to give too much credit there. That's his handler really deserves a lot of the credit there. The family dynamic. It's again, if people have been paying attention over these things, they know I like slow burns and I like movies in a bottle. I like when it's very few people in a very confined space dealing with the terror. I love the fact that I watched The Witch I think about 4 times now. And the first time it was just in theaters. I loved it, experienced it. Second time I analyzed it. I was like, okay, let me break this down, see what's going on. Third time I'm like, I want to recontextualize this. Is this really about, religious separatism? The idea that like they were members of a pious community and her father is more pious, so he's ostracized, but then she's ostracized, and it's all about those separations and the points, and there's a lot of weird things going on. I want to sit down with like friends of mine who are like into psychology and be like, what is happening? Like, what?
Yeah, it's again a lot of Crucible vibes out of it.
Yes, it's just so good, and it has a great ending, and the fact that they speak as people spoke.
Language, yeah.
They spoke English because people spoke English then, but not the kind of English you and me speak, not modern English. And I appreciate that they are dedicated to it. It never comes off as cheesy, and it works. So, love the thing. If somehow you've never seen it, you owe it to yourself to see it.
For my pick, I went with the film that marked the return of Hammer Studios, 2011's The Woman in Black, starring Daniel Radcliffe.
Sure. I actually like The Resident, which came out I think a couple of years after or before. But a return to return to horror form from Hammer.
Yep, and I love the fact that the film opens with, how Marvel has that collage for their Marvel Studios. Hammer did the same thing with their movie posters, and I thought, okay, that's really awesome. I love that. But no, Daniel Radcliffe, did this film to try and, shake off Harry Potter, and I thought he did a fine job. Really creepy story, great atmosphere. The minimal special effects was actually pretty good. They went with more practical stuff. And the design of the ghost was genuinely creepy. Really, really good.
I wasn't a giant fan of the film, I'm not going to lie. I wasn't disappointed. It was just one of those where I left it like, I didn't hate that I watched it, but I'm probably never going to watch it again. But I will say that the highlight to me was, I thought Radcliffe did well. I think he's been shown that he's not a fantastic actor. I'm not taking anything away from the man, and I don't need Harry Potter fans bitching at me. No.
But he's willing to take on material that is so out.
But that's like, he is an incredibly brave actor.
Swiss Army Man, guns akimbo.
Exactly, and I think that helps him. Like, because I can't deny I'm not a big Harry Potter fan. Never was, never will be. But. So I didn't have that baggage going into it, but I did have the baggage of like, okay, he just got a big paycheck, he's just doing whatever he wants, he's not going to try, whatever. And he definitely did better than I expected him to be. But I will have to say, though, you nailed it. The best part of that movie is the ghost.
Yes.
The effects.
All right, so those are our selections for period horror. Tomorrow, day 25. This should be interesting. Should have won an Oscar.
Oh, there's so many.
Yes.
The Oscars hate the horror community.
Yes.
Yeah, there's so many.
Oh. So, that'll be fine.
Yeah, it will be fun.
So, until then, this is Mackenzie Lambert.
And John Cleveland.
Signing off.
Bye.